Hi everyone, Attorney Gasikia. Number one, before anything, we want to encourage you, we want to ask you to click on subscribe button, also like our page, and don't forget also to share what you will hear in the video so other people can benefit from it. We have been focusing on other languages, especially Yoruba and French. Today, because we are trying to dive into topics that we think many of our people don't probably pay attention to when it comes to immigration in the United States. We know there are two main categories in the way in which one can get a green card. Usually we talk about a family-based green card, and we also talk about employment-based green card. But mostly we tend to focus on a family-based green card, not knowing that the employment-based green card is a very vast area, probably bigger than the family-based green card that we focus on. When we talk about employment-based green card, we have mainly 5 categories, and when we talk about visa here, we're talking about a green card. Okay, I've already mentioned green card anyway. So employment-based green card, we have EB1, EB2, EB3, EB4, EB5. The reason this video is probably mainly for people outside the United States, because one thing about employment-based green card is that when you are in the country, you have to be in your status before you can benefit from that. When you are out of status, it's hard for you to use employment-based green card to adjust your status, right? So you have to maintain your status in order to benefit from EB green card, right? So that's why it would probably much more benefit those who are outside the United States, or sometimes some students who have maintained the status since they have come to the United States, or some people on H1B, H2B, and alike visa that are looking into changing the status. So EB1 visa, for example, is for entrepreneurship. Those entrepreneurs that are trying to invest in the United States, right? You can use EB1 visa. We also have EB2 for those who have some kind of like a skills. They're highly educated, and they want to use their education to get a green card, and they also have some experience. For all this, employment is required, meaning for EB1, for example, entrepreneurship, you are trying to invest your money, you are trying to do certain stuff, you may not necessarily need an employer, right? EB2, EB3, EB4, you need someone to sponsor you. You need an employer to say, okay, I'm offering you a job. I want you to come work with me, and when you come here, I will be getting you a green card, right? Now, there is also something that we call national interest waiver, and that pertains to EB2. National interest waiver means that in general rule, somebody, in order for them to get a green card, they need an employer. That's what the law says. Now, someone is saying, I want you to waive that requirement for me. But the only way the law allows that requirement to be waived is for you to show a national interest, meaning you want to show that in the interest of the United States, the employment requirement, meaning an employer to hire me before I can come here to work, should be waived. It sounds like a fancy, like, oh, this is very difficult. It's not that difficult. It's really not that difficult. There are 3 prompts one needs to follow, right, to determine whether this person can be qualified for national interest waiver or not, right? So, what we are saying here is when you have a degree or you have a talent, you have something to offer the United States as a country, you may be able to get a green card without marrying somebody. So you can get a green card with your education. You can get a green card with your talent. For example, someone is has some exceptional ability. That person has like 100,000, 200,000 followers on YouTube, on Facebook, on all these things. You know, that is a talent right there. There must be something that you are selling people want to hear. So whenever you come online, they want to hear you. That also by itself, you can use it to ask to come to the United States, right? So there are many other things like that. People don't consider that it would be beneficial for them, or it would be a tool to be used to come apply for green card or come apply for a visa to come to the United States. So we need to dive into all this, like artists, musicians, people like that with great talents. They can get their visa, or I would say their green card, easily by using their talent to apply, right? So we are going to be looking into each category of EB, meaning employment base. We're either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, when you have millions of dollars you want to invest. So you can invest them in the United States, whereby when you invest, you also have to hire a number of Americans, workers, to work with you for a certain number of years. And then in return, the United States will give you a green card and will give also all your family members a green card, right? So we are going to look into each category, EB 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, category of visa, and then we'll discuss the requirement. We will see for ourselves that there are so many other options we need to explore. So please, this is just an introductory video. Please share it with those that you know they have these qualities. They're trying to migrate to the United States. Okay, they should listen, explore it, and see for themselves what they can achieve in their immigration dream to the United States. Thank you very much for your attention. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. And also don't forget to share our program with other people. We'll talk later.